You know when I'm recording you. All right, so pressing into earth, again, feeling into all of those connections. Let's open the arms wide and reach up to the sky. Remembering into all those invisible connections. And we'll center and focus down into the heart, connecting sky to earth through our bodies, remembering all that connects you to this earth and stretching up from earth to sky and welcoming the sky down through your mind, your heart flowing down into the earth. Let your inhale again gather up the great potential of this day and this practice and center and focus here. Now I am. Push into the hands, lift the heart to the hands. Breathe and repeat your yes. Exhale and pour the breath out. Inhale your heart's yes, if you will, with me, 3 great ohms, tapping into that ground of being, the vibration of consciousness, the essence of all that is. Float the hands down. Make your way to lying on your back. Let's feel our back bodies on the earth, your spine on the earth. Hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a little rock and roll around there. A little massage into your spine as you rock around in a way that feels good for you. And bring your breath and awareness into the back body as much as you can. Maybe even with that, you could imagine going into the dark of the mind. It's a great time for reflection in this time of waning moon, waning season, coming up on the witch's new year and in Mercury retrograde. So just looking, taking pause to look. And when you're ready, let's hold the knees together and draw circles around your sacrum, the big bone at the base of your spine. We'll just roll around that, drawing the knees in, over to one side, and reaching them away. How's your jaw and your tongue as you do this? Keep the mouth soft as much as you can. The breath in the nose, and breath could be out the mouth. Soft jaw and tongue, your sounds are encouraged. Letting go breaths or any stretches of the jaw at any time. And let's switch directions. And then let's take the knees in separate circles. Inhale, open them wide and back together. In and open wide and back together. As you do this and we really bring awareness deep into the hips now, maybe you also begin to make some circles with your mouth, like you're saying, wow, wow. Big circles with your mouth and your hips, massaging into the back body. And then let's bring the feet to the earth. You may want to bring a block between your thighs, the short, so the short, narrow end faces you, and squeeze it between the thighs the long way. So like it was standing on end, and squeeze, 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 and spin that block down to earth, lengthen tailbone out, and then bring the elbows in nice and close along your sides, and press into the elbows with the hands facing each other, elbows bent, and fingertips pointing to the sky, and press into those elbows and squeeze your shoulders on the back, lift the chest. Inhale, ripple down, and again re-engage the lower back towards the earth. Lift the chin so you're pressing into the center back of the head, right behind the upper ear. And keep that activity in the head, elbows, shoulders, hands as much as you can. And first, we're just going to focus on the upper back and shoulders and chest, therefore. So we're going to inhale and squeeze the muscles between the shoulder blades together. So work those rhomboids together, scapula squeeze on the back, and a stretch across the front of the chest. At first, that may be a very small movement. So we're keeping the hips down, keeping everything down for now, except what lifts up when you inhale, puff up the chest, squeeze the shoulders on the back. Yeah, just the chest. Notice as you do this, the chin might want to dip. Try to keep chin lifted, pressure in the center back of the head. So we're really working that cervical spine, getting a nice strong neck curve reignited from possibly head forward of the shoulders as we sit at desks and so forth. So little pulses, elbows press, shoulders squeeze, chest puffs up. It may not feel like a lot at first, and then suddenly things start getting warm in there. Maybe you get a little more space. Maybe you get so much more space, you can squeeze shoulders, puff up the chest, and lift the shoulders off the earth by way of them moving onto the back. Please do not let that be from the shoulders coming forward. Press into the elbows, squeeze shoulders, puff up the chest with your breath. Lift it so much, maybe shoulders lift off the earth. Keep the chin lifted, pressure in the head, elbows, squeeze the shoulders, puff up. It's getting warm in there. I know maybe getting to feel a little tiring now, and we'll just go a couple more. Squeeze the block and spin the block down to the earth now as you press into the heels and lift your hips. Let's ripple the spine a few more times back down to the earth with your exhale. Inhale, squeeze block. Try to keep that anchor of the shoulders and head nice and strong. Ripple your spine up, 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 chin lifted, and exhale, ripple your spine down, 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 hips, sacrum down. Follow your breath once again. And then one more time back up. This time we'll interlace the hands behind you. Optionally, of course, you could hold the sides of your mat or a strap. Squeeze those palms together and make like you're trying to break them apart so you really get the shoulder blades together on the back. As you do this with lots of muscular action here, please do not turn your head to the side. Look up to the sky. Chin is perpendicular to the earth. Shoulder blades work on the back. You can rock a little side to side, really get them under there, and then pull the hands down towards where your heels are, lengthening the shoulders away from the ears. Again, that might tuck the chin, lift it up, press in, squeeze those back body muscles to stretch front body brighter. Deep full breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Couple more. Big inhale, root down to lift, lift, lift everything up. Release the hands, and as you exhale, ripple your spine back down to the earth. Take pause here, maybe rest the hands on the belly and heart or towards them. Let the elbows rest and feel your spine. Awareness of the back body. Has it changed since we began? When you're ready, you can move your block off to the side, and we'll go through my whole little favorite sequence here for low back stuff. Inhale, heel toe the feet wide to the outer edges of your mat and stretch the arms up overhead. Reach both knees to one side as you stretch through the fingertips. That's your inhale. Exhale, navel back, knees through center. Inhale, reach, reach, reach through the knees and the fingers. And exhale, come on back. Let your breath lead side to side. And watch out if you do this with me a lot or in general. for this becoming mechanical or automatic, and let's really let it be a continued investigation of back body, of breath, of what's happening as we invite these shapes and movements. Maybe you can feel the front of your hips here, the iliopsoas. Can you sense into all the connections there where it originates in the upper inner thigh and wraps around and connects to your lowest 7 vertebrae? Can you sense into that connection as the front body gets sensational? How that wraps and connects to the lower back. Maybe pause with the breath there on the side and really reach and feel into where that muscle comes from and goes to lower back to inner thigh, wrapping around the inside of the hip there. All the connections in the iliopsoas. So it's feeling like today's going like recently our practices, really in honor of the season and where we're at, starting slow, ending slow with lots of contemplation, reflection, just this feeling of self-care, self-awareness. And then we'll get into some more intense practices for cleansing, a little cardio with breath practices, and so forth. Just so you know, in case you're starting to nod out here, there's more. So next time, with your feet as wide as the mat, both knees come to your left, cross that left ankle over the right thigh, draw that thigh down. If you want to add to that, you could always pull that bottom foot in towards the seat and take hold of the bottom or right wrist in this case and pull up and over so you're arching on the earth towards your left a bit to elongate the right side or lower side of your body. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. A few more. And please stay with this longer if this is feeling like a beneficial place, or inhale there, and as you exhale, pick up that setup of the legs. Interlace the hands behind the right or bottom thigh, pull it back towards you as you ease the left thigh away from center with your elbow. Flex those top toes back so the ankle is straight and strong. Pull in as you push away, and soft jaw, rock and roll it around. Letting go breaths. Thank you, body. Good morning, outer hip. Maybe you can feel again how that big stretch we're inviting in the outer hip right now affects the lower back, or just how this ankle over knee shape affects creating some space in the lower back, as well as the isometrics with that as you pull in and push away. Maybe you can play with the isometrics more deeply, pull in and push away. How's your breath? What's there? How's your jaw? Stay with that, play with that, or again, more back body line. Extend the right leg or bottom leg up and walk up over that top ankle. Walk up your right ankle or calf, maybe to your foot, maybe possibly even draw that foot towards overhead, towards a plow or halasana variation, and see what happens there. Ooh, hello, back body. Stay with any of that, or keep the shape and the bottom leg again. And let's add some core. Interlace the hands behind the head. Inhale. And as you exhale, curl in, squeeze the breath out. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Navel pulls back. Try not to hold the head at all. The arms are relaxed. The head is heavy, resting in the hands. For 5. Stay with that as you like, or back to feet wide, knees bent, side to side, stretch it out. And stay in that, or rock side to side as you like, or next time your knees come to the right side or your second side, pause. Maybe cross that right ankle over your left thigh as long as your knee's okay with it. Maybe draw that left foot in towards your seat more for a little more spice and that quad psoas connection. Maybe reach for that left wrist and pull up and over on the earth, arching towards your right. Elongate that bottom or left side. Big breaths in the nose, out the mouth. How's your jaw? Keep it soft. Stay there as you like, or inhale. And as you exhale, pick the setup of the legs up. Interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh. Pull it back towards center as you flex those right toes a lot and ease that right thigh away. Again, pulling in as you press away, rock and roll it as you like, or just play with the isometric, seeing how far you could pull in and press away at the same time without forcing, but with being breathful, curious, investigative. That was almost a wasp in my mouth. Yep. All right. And please stay there, playing with isometrics or rocking and rolling as you like. Otherwise, extend that lower or left leg up. Walk up over the right ankle to your left calf, ankle, maybe foot, maybe bringing that overhead or just curling up to it. Pause and breathe into all of those sensational areas. Greetings, sensation. Please stay with that as you like, or unwind. Again, keep the setup of the legs in 10 breaths or so. Interlace the hands, top ankle and knee square. Inhale, you're open there, and exhale as you pull the bottom thigh back, curl up and in. Inhale, open, curl. Let your breath lead. Strong exhale. It's all about pulling the navel back. About 5 more. And then take your time, unwind, hug in, and you could roll over to one side and onto hands and knees, or maybe rock and roll, get a little momentum going and roll on through onto hands and knees. Take your time, find your way there, and let's bring toes together, knees wide. Push hips back and give a little wiggle of your hips. Breathe your back body. Breath into back body. Big, big inhale. Stretch and reach out through the arms, hands as wide as the shoulders. Spread those fingers out. Again, inhale there. And as you exhale, lift from the navel and roll up, rounding the back. And then ripple your spine down to the earth. Pull with your hands, shoulder blades down the back. Open heart, and as you exhale, lift from the navel, round through the back. Be led by your back body back into child's pose. Inhale as you exhale, lift from the navel, round spine, and then drip down, low belly, middle, and heart and shoulders down the back. Exhale, pull back around. Inhale, rounding through your cat into a nice long cow, and exhale, pull back. We're just going a couple more times. Let your breath lead. And then pause in a tabletop position, hands directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips, and pull hands and knees towards one another. Push the earth away and round the spine again. Inhale between the shoulder blades behind the heart. Head heavy, neck soft. Inhale there as you exhale, squeeze right ear, hip, shoulder together, open up into cow. Squeeze left ear, hip, shoulder together, lift the navel and around through cat. Follow your breath, big, big circles. At the bottom, wag your tail, switch directions. How's your jaw, your tongue? And then pause, come down to the forearms. Step your feet back, lower your hips down, pull on the earth, and you could point the toes straight back now. Push into pubic bone and sacrum. Really pull on the earth to get shoulders down the back, and drag your heart forward, long spine, deep full breaths. Inhale, let's exhale, turn the toes under, lift from the navel. Inhale, lower down, pull open, Sphinx. Exhale, toes stay under, and lift from the core, forearm plank, squeeze all the breath out, find as much clear alignment as you can there. Your shoulders, ribs, hips, your inhale brings you back down and into Sphinx. Your exhale, full length of it, engaging into a nice steady and aligned plank. Let's go 2 more times. Inhale back down into your Sphinx. Let's bring the palms together, clapping, optional, and hands as wide as the hands together, elbows as wide as the shoulders. Push, push, push into your hands and feel what happens in your shoulders and chest. And let's work with that. Inhale, toes under. Exhale, up and back into dolphin dog. And take your time getting there. You can notice what's leading you, what's moving, how's your breath. In dolphin dog, pull back from the core, long spine, relax the neck. Keep pushing into the hands. So you want to keep feeling the shoulders wide and strengthening here, not collapsing. Strong foundation of yourself, for yourself. Thank you, self. Strong foundation of your spine, your breath, the infinite, the divine, the great mystery for yourself. Thank you, self, great mystery, divine source. And now if you'd like here, you could clasp your hands, interlace the fingers, but try to keep that press just as active. And we'll step the feet back a little bit. Inhale, pull back from the core, and exhale, ripple forward into your forearm plank. Inhale, pull back from the core, exhale, ripple forward into forearm plank. You may notice that at first you want to move the feet around and then just find the spot where the feet can be the same for both poses. And play with your breath, pulling back with the strong core and rippling forward into the forearm plank. I like to inhale the pull back and exhale, land in a nice strong plank. You do what's right for you. Let's go 5 more. Take pause if you need to. Stay up if you can. Step your big toes to touch. A twist. Keep pushing into the hands, shoulders wide. Big toes touch and roll on over to the outside of one foot. Keep the forearms down. The forearm you're going to move away from is going to want to come up, but try to keep it down. Roll over, push through the feet, lengthen through the tailbone, lift through the navel, reach through the crown of the head. Breathe. Inhale as you exhale, come on back again. Pause in center as needed. And when you're ready, big toes touch from plank, forearm plank, roll over to the side. Reach, lift up through the heart, lengthen down through the tailbone, lift the navel, press into the hands, forearms rooted, spiral as deeply as you can, deep full breaths, a few more. Inhale back to center, release the hands, open up Sphinx, and let's get off the elbows. When you're ready, come on down to your belly, hands under shoulders. You could rest the forehead if you like and roll your shoulders around. Let everything get nice and fluid in there after all that muscular action. And then make your snake's tail really strong. Point the toes back. Pull on the earth, elbows and shoulders down the back. Press into the pubic bone, lengthen heart forward. Inhale, open cobra. You could pulse in and out of cobra or turn, look over one shoulder as you pull the other shoulder down the back. Inhale, open, and exhale to the other side. Again, you could pulse in and out of cobra, hold cobra, or look to each side once more. Once you complete their open center, exhale, lower down, and let's open the elbows way out to the sides. Fingertips under the elbows, elbows straight out from the shoulders, whole length. And again, here, nice fluid shoulders, and then roll them up to the ears, together on the back. And pull heart forward, open up into a Sphinx or Cobra variation. Inhale as you exhale, spin one shoulder down as you turn, look over the other shoulder, squeeze the breath out. Follow your inhale, open center. Exhale, spiral, looking behind you. What are you saying goodbye to? Or hello, thank you to? It's up to you. Bring a little ritual into this. A little gratitude or intention in your spiraling. Couple more. And then center and lower down. Turn your toes under and press back into rabbit. So toe pads on the earth. Press hips back to the heels. Reach back for your heels or your ankles or your pants as needed. And then tuck the chin a whole lot. So you're right on the crown of the head above the ears as you hold your hips and heels rather, and lift your hips. Lift your hips and breathe between the shoulder blades. Give a little press into the head like you're standing on it. So no collapsing in the neck, but a nice strengthening of the supports of the cervical vertebrae once again. Breathe into this stretch of the back body as you hold heels, lift hips, tractioning back body. Breathe into it. It could help to engage the navel a bit as you inhale, so that breath really gets into the back body more. And then release, hips to heels, interlace the hands, squeeze the palms, squeeze them, and then make like you're trying to pull them apart, lift them up to the sky and overhead as you come back onto the knees and the crown of the head. Here you might walk the knees back, I realize I always do, and squeeze, pull palms up to sky and overhead towards the earth. Again, here we're kind of milking our shoulders. Imagine any tension or busyness dripping away. Squeeze the palms together and then make like you're pulling them apart. Lift them up to sky and overhead towards the earth. Any little wiggles or rolls that feel good there. With mindfulness of the pressure in the head, so we're not collapsing in the neck. No wiggling while collapsing in the neck with pressure on the head. And then keep those toes curled under, pull back from the hands, roll on up to sit on your heels. Hello, souls. All right, pressure into the toes now. You might spread them out. And inhale, reach the arms up. I'm going for that I love you mudra, some fierce love for all of the dying things, giving their life for the things they are becoming. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale, tongue to chin, eyes to the sky. Squeeze the scapula down and together. 4 more. 3 more for life. Excuse me. And let's unwind. Was that 3? Did I do them all? Y'all looked ready for more. You can always do more, and sometimes no, I lose count. Tap your toes out. Give them a little love tap. All right. Strong hands, soft heart, toes under. Inhale, exhale, up and back. Downward dog. Stretch back from the core. Strong core, long spine, down dog. Inhale as you lengthen back. Exhale, let's bend deep into the knees, and again, awareness into the back body. Inhale, lift from the navel and ripple forward like a wave into plank. Inhale, exhale, squeeze back into a little tuck there. It could be child's pose if you'd like this more mellow. Otherwise, we're gonna flow like this. Exhale, tuck. Pull from the navel, ripple through plank. Again, try to find that nice neutral alignment. Ears, shoulders, ribs, hips stay there for a pause before you tuck back. Continue to ripple, riding the waves of your breath. Rest where you need to get or resume breathfulness. And we're going about 5 more. And take your time. We're going to pull back to down dog one more time. Step those big toes to touch. Engage strongly into the core. Pull back. Strong, strong, strong. Big toes touch. Inhale as you exhale. Pivot knees and toes to one side. Bend the knees deeply and pull your hips back to the heels. Hello, side bodies. Inhale here. Exhale, pivot and twist. Sink low. Pull back. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale, stretch. Pivot through center. And exhale, sink in. Let's go a couple more each side. And then roll over to your first side, Vashisthasana, or side plank pose. Please find the variation that's right for you as well as the spot on your mat that's right for you. I washed my mat, it's wet. So yeah, finding your edge, side plank. If you like, top arm forward. If you like, top leg up, or top knee bent, or elbow and knee on that top leg could come together. Inhale, reach. Maybe. Three more breaths. Yogi's choice. Come on out, vinyasa, or rest, please, as needed, down dog or child's. Either way, mindful, breathful, back body awareness, full body breaths. In the next breath or two, come back to your down dog. Pull back again, strong core, long spine, relax the neck. Strong fingertips, claw them, step those big toes to touch. Inhale, lengthen back. If you like to, you could add another little twisty dance there. And then whenever inspired, turn that into your side plank. Last one or two again as needed. Follow your breath, vinyasa, down dog, or child's. We're going to meet in a forward fold at the front of the mat in the next few breaths. Take your time making your way there. Once you get to your forward fold to rest, shake your hands out, shimmy your shoulders out, bounce your knees. Relax your neck, give your head a nod, maybe a roll around. Soften the mouth. Breathe your yes, I am. Great time for a little self-hug or massage as well. Here we've got 4 more breaths or so. And then a last big inhale, hug feet to earth, muscles to bones, root down and roll or fly up, push into the earth, take your time at the top, open wide and gather up and center and focus in. Push into the hands, lift the heart to the hands, feel your heartbeat, your breath, your yes to life. I am. And then hug in again, feet to earth. Lift up that earth energy, all that's beneath us, that holds us and supports us. Let's grow from our hearts to the sky and open wide. Welcome that sky down, your breath down through your arms, through your torso, through your legs, feeling the sky, the breath, the infinite breath pouring down through you. The same breath that we share with the trees, with all the breathing creatures, with our ancestors, with our descendants, with whoever comes next. Let's float the fingertips down, and you might do this in a yummy way, just slowly over the crown of the head, kind of washing the mind, and we'll bring the fingertips to the shoulders with the elbows bent. And here I'm going to invite you to pace this as feels right for you, but we're going to keep the knees soft, but the feet strong. We're going to roll through the elbows. So inhale as one elbow goes up, exhale down, inhale, exhale. So this could be or please do it at the pace that's right for you. Engage the core a little bit so you're staying nice and tall as you give this big wiggle through your spine and roll through the shoulders, and follow any next breath to switch directions. Take your time, finish up. Once you're done, arms down, shake up. And inhale, fly the arms up. And exhale, center and focus. Pour the weight into your left foot and step the right foot back. Here you could lift that back heel or find a warrior one stance in the legs. Inhale again, we're going to reach the arms up. Hands get interlace and bring the hands behind the head. Elbows wide, press the head back. Squeeze the scapula together. All right, little challenge for your balance here. So keep that front knee right over the ankle. Inner thighs hugging. Front ball of the foot pushing. Outer hip pulling back. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to dip that left elbow to the left knee. Reach long from the outside of the back foot through your elbow. As you exhale, lift back up. Inhale, as you exhale, squeeze. Spiral. Dip that right elbow, cross body to or towards your left knee. Inhale up, open, exhale, first side. With the breath. Inhale the reset and exhale that challenge. Use the exhales to really engage strong core to be moving from center on your challenge. We're going twice more with each elbow. And then open, warrior two, parallel feet. Flow the arms down, clasp, squeeze the palms, hug the earth with your feet, lift your heart, play there with any edge of back bend you like, or just keep the heart reaching and let it bring you forward. Forward fold eventually, hands clasp overhead and towards the earth. Excuse me. Or you could release the hands down at any point there and shimmy, shake, wiggle, massage, drip, drip, drip out. Letting go. Any tension or busyness just dripping away through your spine, over strong legs, strong lift of the core, head and neck relaxed. A few more breaths. Whenever you're ready, hug and rise back up. You could step switch your feet or just pivot over to second side, finding again maybe the high lunge shape of the feet or the warrior one stance, just whatever you need to. And inhale, arms up. And exhale, interlace hands clasp behind the head, holding the base of the skull. Squeeze the elbows wide, shoulders on the back. Pick your head up, long back of the neck. Push into the ball of the front foot, pull that outer hip back. Root into the outside of the foot, lift that arch, lift the navel. Find your breath fullness here and follow the breath when you're ready. Inhale and exhale into that side dip, elbow to knee. Inhale, open, squeeze to center, spiral, rotation, dip with the breath. Two more breaths each side. Take your time. Once you're done, unwind through warrior two, parallel feet, superstar, big breath, hug feet to earth, muscles to bones. Inhale here, maybe roll your wrists, sparkling fingers, reach up to the sky, give a little booty shake, whatever feels good there. And then again, clasp hands opposite thumb on top, squeeze, pull, lift heart. Find your strong feet hugging earth. Any breathful edge of back bend, use the strength of the back body to lift and open your heart here courageously to whatever is coming. Yes, I am. No matter what happens or doesn't, we remember that I am, and then we have choice about how to show up. And pausing in awareness, noticing what's affecting how we show up, and choosing. Big inhale, follow any exhale into that forward fold, bow in, clasp the hands up and overhead, relax the neck, soften the jaw. About 8 breaths here, any variation. So again, this could be a little self-massage, hug, a little dance, side to side, fully deep and into that forward fold. Or if you're a headstander and you're feeling it and you want to go for it, then go for it. Please take care of yourself here. You've got about a minute or so from now. What is needed? 4 more breaths. You could stay there a little longer if you so desire, or unwind slowly and move through Vinyasa. Take pause in your down dog or child's pose as needed. Really press or pull back from the hips and relax the neck and breathe the length of your spine. See if you can sense into your 26 vertebrae and the space between them. Inhale, stretch back down dog if you're not. Exhale, bend deep into the knees and hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, hop forward, fold, long spine. And exhale, fold. Bend into the knees, roll up slowly until your hands come to the thighs above the knees. Push into the thighs, drop the tailbone, lift the navel around the spine, and inhale, let's roll up from there, and then shoulders back, chest out, booty back, sink it low, press into your thighs, pull the navel around through your spine, inhale, ripple up, open heart, seat back, chest forward, exhale, drop low, inhale, press and roll and around, let your breath lead. We'll go 3 or 4 more of these at your own pace. Fluid spine. You could let the arms just drip at the sides, flowing there, or pressing into the thighs to find more stretch. Excuse me again, sorry. And take your time. Make your way back up to stand and pour the weight into your right leg. Hug to center. Slide that left foot up. If you'd prefer, you could go just into tree pose, or let's go ankle over knee. Again, this shape for the lower back. Press the thigh bones back, hips back, low back in, heart forward, seat low, soft jaw. Maybe bring elbows to ankle and knee. You could just hold this steady. You could bring the hands to the floor for support or for an arm balance. Or if you'd like to, here, let's play with some rotations in and from this pose. So yogi's choice, we've got about 8 breaths. Play with it as you like. Maybe that top arm comes across onto its own foot on the opposite side, and bring that elbow or tricep into the sole of the foot or thereabouts. Push, squeeze inner thighs, lift navel, press the palms together, shoulders on the back, lengthen spine. You could stay there and play with that, or slowly come back to center. Take the opposite hand over the top of that foot, squeeze to center. Whoa, balance challenges, and rise up as you take a rotated standing twist. This could happen laying down also if it is a windy day in your world. So find what's right for you. I swear I never am going to even this ground out here, just to keep challenging myself. Once you're done, you can unwind, shake out as you like, root down, gather up, center in, hug to midline, pour the weight in, second side, ankle slides up, ankle over knee flex, soft jaw, steady drishti, find a focal point, thigh bones back, low back in, heart forward, soft tongue, lengthen out. Lengthen out the breath. Support yourself as needed, or challenge yourself as inspired. Squeeze to center, lift, and take that top leg elbow into the sole of the foot, maybe the tricep. Hands can support on earth and sky, or again, palms together, shoulders on the back, lift the heart. Stay with that as you like, or slowly unwind. Take a hold over the top of that foot, squeeze to center, and press on through. Always could hold the knee or anywhere that's better for you here. Lift up as much as you can, so we're not water skiing here. Find your edge in it, your breathfulness in it, and when you're done, feel free to find your way out of it and just shake it out. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, gather up all that energy, whatever happened there, whatever you chose there, pure energy right now to direct to your healing, your strength, your yes, I am. And then as you like, maybe step the feet wide and let's come down into Malasana or yogic squat. This could be more restorative variation, hips back, fingers forward, just bow in. More muscularly engaged, elbows press wide, shoulders on the back, lifting the navel, soft jaw and tongue. Deep full breaths here. Or if you want to, take flight, last few breaths into crow or crane. And then make your way onto your seat. And please sit up on something if you need. And let's cross right foot over the left thigh, standing outside of that thigh. Pull into the top knee to wiggle into your sits bones as evenly as possible. Root to rise, lift and lengthen. Stay there as you like, or keep rooting down to lengthen. Squeeze from your lowest vertebrae first. See if you can really feel all 26 vertebrae as long through the spine as you can. The head turns last. You can just hug or hook or clasp, but either way, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, spiral. Your foundation is as even as you can, and the rotation comes through the vertebrae, the facet joints. Binds are welcome, of course. There's some arm balance there. If you want to get it, it's yours. Or just breathe your twist. Again, spiraling, looking behind you, giving thanks to anything you're ready to release. Thank you for your service. Stay longer if you like, or follow any inhale to unwind, counter twist. Press and lift up. Breathe out, spiral tall or long spine, bow in, push your hips back. Stay there as you like, or drape up and stack up your knees. Wiggle hips back. Again, there should be no sharp knee pain, so maybe sit up higher or extend the lower leg out or support your shins so the ankles can be straight. You put a block or folded blanket or pillow under the ankle to keep them straight. And then pull on the top knee. Wiggle into your roots. Lift your heart. Maybe this is an edge. Maybe you add the arms. Give yourself a big old hug. Same arm, same leg on top. Cross over and then pull down. Just receive the weight and the cross of your arms. Nervous system grounding. Thank you, body. Thank you, self. Stay as you are, or continue that spiral eagle arms, elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face, and reach through the elbows to rest on the knees, or maybe hook over them, rest the head in the arms. Wherever your breathful edge is, that there's no forcing and no sharp knee pain. Lean on into it and then melt. Soft jaw and tongue. Notice where sensation or resistance is arising and bring that breathful, unconditional, loving awareness right there. Last couple breaths. Is there one more layer of melting? Following the inhale to unwind. Drape up, roll out shoulders, neck, mouth. You could switch your weight back and simply switch the cross of your legs or both hands on either side of that top foot. Push in, straighten the legs. You could pause in a wide-legged forward fold, shake your booty, shimmy your knees, or keep going. When you're ready, keep going and spin around. Second side, either way, however you get there. Sits bones rooted. Left foot over the right thigh, hug into that knee, wiggle, lift up, up, up. Find as much rooting and growth, length of spine as you can from there. You could use that left arm to support you next to the hip. Lift up and spiral when you're ready. Adding that right elbow hook, inhale, press, lift up and spiral. Deep, full breaths, one breath at a time. Find your edge of twist. Please stay as you like. Once you feel complete, unwind, press in, lengthen up, and then walk the hands forward as you press the hips back, bow in. And stay as you like, or as inspired, drape up, stack your knees up, hips back, pelvic bowl pouring forward. Adjust in any way that's needed to give support, care to your knees. And then root to rise, push down, even out, lift heart and spine. Soften mouth, land. As inspired, give yourself a big hug once you land. Same arm, same leg on top. Cross over, big, big hug, and pull down. Ground that weight into the chest. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. Thank you, self, for showing up for all layers of being with unconditional, loving awareness. Stay as you like, or spiral, spiral, spiral the arms, eagle arms, elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face. Lift from the lower back and heart and reach forward, maybe resting on or over the legs, and find a rest for you. Soft jaw and tongue, soft neck, letting go, breaths extend that exhale, maybe with some vibration. Please stay as you like. Once you feel complete there, unwind the arms, drape on up, fluid roll out neck, shoulders, mouth. Shake your legs out as needed. If you'd like to, maybe a symmetrical forward fold before we take a little pause in any comfortable seat. Again, taking a moment to pause wherever you're at. Bow into yourself, honoring your edge. And just checking in with the body, the mind, the breath, all the layers, the sheaths of being what is needed right now. And of course, you're welcome to flow down at any point into Shavasana, corpse pose, or final resting, or first take pause back in a meditative seat, any comfortable seat. Notice again all that holds you, the unseen, the beautiful darkness beneath us, the great mysteries of transmutation and communication that are happening in the depths of the earth, and the beautiful darkness within you, the great mysteries of transmutation and communication that are happening within your body mind. And courageously open your heart to sky, your mind open to the sky. Notice you're being breathed. Yes, I am blessed, affirmed, celebrated. Yes, I am. Checking in on all the layers, what's present physically, energetically, subtly, expansively. Rest in spacious awareness. Please stay resting or in meditation as long as it's right for you. As inspired, notice your breath. your body. Invite the breath to deepen and lengthen, moving through the body. Begin to repeat your mantra, your yes. Imagine it permeating every cell of your being, your whole body glowing, vibrating with your yes to life. And as inspired, begin to wiggle and sparkle and spiral and stretch that out. Any movements there? And take pause whenever you're ready on your side or in any comfortable seat. And hold your heart and your belly or just your heart. May all this practice serve our connections on all layers of being, inner and outer. May we stay in our intuitive listening to what is needed moment to moment. May all of our efforts be for the greatest good, for ourselves, for those around us. May the benefits ripple out. May all beings benefit. May all beings be joyous and free. Namaste. Have a wonderful whatever's next for you. Let me know if you have any questions or comments.